Do you want to study English? Because right now we're going to talk about grammar. The first topic of grammar today is deductions. But firstly, what are deductions? Deductions are statements or sentences that we use to determine if something is going to be true or false. Like for example, my brother have disappeared. Then I could say a deduction is your brother must be in that creepy old house with his friends. But we are going to talk right now about the modals. Modal express possibility of that something can happen, we are sure it can happen, or we are sure it cannot happen. First, we are going to start with the deductions in the present, the modals. Must. Must is a modal for deduction, and we use it for certainty because we are certain that it can happen. It must happen. We're completely sure. Another use is for advices, where you can say you must do this, or obligations. Here are some examples. He must be Jack because he's very tall and he has dark hair. In this example, the 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 person says that the person that is looking at him is Jack because he has long hair, so it must be him. Or there's another one. That must be the wallet that my brother was looking for. Or you must be tired playing all morning soccer, and singing and performing on stage must be very terrifying the first time. Let's continue with the other one. Can't. When we use can in the present, we use it for possibility that we are certain that the statement can happen. Like for example, there can be a cake because Martha haven't finished it yet. He can have a phone because he broke one early in the morning. We're expressing that can happen. And can't is the opposite of can. And we go to may and might. May and might are actually the same. We can use it as the other one. Right here, we are not sure if that can happen. We are not completely sure. It's that 50-50 to be false or to be true. May can be used for another purpose, like saying politely asking for something. May I bring your daughter with me? Or you may have that piece of cake. Here are some examples. He may be taller than me, but from this point of view, I'm not sure. She might be really good in volleyball, but I haven't seen it for myself. After this, we come to the deductions in the past. Right here, something happens. We are not talking about the present, but we are talking about actions that happened in the past, which is very different. And we have to add have to the modals. Using must in the past requires that we add have, must have. For example, he is busy. That's what we say in the present. And in the past we say, I thought he must have been busy. Or right here, he must be busy. In the present, in the past, I was sure he was busy. I thought he must be. Right? We are using another word to complement must. Although it's not different from the present, only for the big difference that is in the past. gone to may and might. May and might. Right in the present I said that we can use may and might all the time. But right here we are going to use only might. Right here we have some example that say Brian might have left the door open. He'll forget something. We express with this 50-50. And we also add have to the model. And then we are going to learn to use can't in the past. Can't is used that we are completely sure that the statement is completely incorrect, that is impossible to be true. And we add have to the can't. One example can be, my brother can't have been in that house because he was with me all the time. Right there we're going to use it can't because we are certain that that is not possible. And with that, we're closing with the bibliography. Sorry for that. And we stop.